Good morning. All right. So let's see. Sorry for the late start. Just a little slow to wake up this morning, but it is what it is. We're here. I am also not doing 11s today because still kind of the for sleep. But it's not going to stop me from playing easier stuff. Working on accuracy, which is something I've been wanting to do for a while, anyways. As long as we get to 11s, I want to say tomorrow at some point, and then get back on that whole progress track, I'll be fine. So, alright, and that's the go live tweet. So let's jump into it. Hey, Sparkover. Surprised seeing you here. It's totally not like we were chatting on Discord for the past like 10 minutes. Also, that baking stream yesterday was phenomenal. Yeah, at least they freeze well. Yeah, definitely silver lining, I would say. We had that full combo, and then I accidentally double tapped a charge note for some reason. Hey, Dwally! Thank you for the well wishes. Hope you had a good weekend, and the start of the week is off to a good start. And yeah, minor PB on that too, which I'm pretty happy about. So, like, I know my accuracy isn't gonna, like, magically get better overnight, but, like, spending a couple days playing 6s and 7s, and maybe 7s and 8s, and just really focusing on it, has helped a lot. I know comparatively over the past year, like, before I started Infinitas, like, I couldn't consistently AAA anything, and every single day doing the bits boosts and actually playing like 4s and 5s really helped get all of that like ingrained and up to date. You know, you make that joke, but like in all seriousness, the idea of there being, like, roles in IIDX? I don't know. Like, I'm not in favor of it. I think it would be a bad idea. But I don't think it would necessarily be bad, per se. Like, mechanically, it could be interesting. I just don't think it would be a good idea to introduce it to the series. Yeah, Be a Star. I remember, Q was, visiting, my stream, I think it was like a week ago. They requested that saying it was, one of their favorite songs. Usually when I'm warming up, I have to bump up my offset, but today might be the first time in a while where we actually have to scale it down. Yeah, we'll run that back in a little bit. Much obliged for that request, Farco. Yeah, I want that FC as well. I mean, we've only got a miscount of 2, but I figure we'll get a little warmed up, because I think, like, it's on beat enough, and it's just real, almost, it's not quite, driving me crazy, but it's just really on beat. Like, there's nothing super tricky, there's not lots of, like, sub-rhythm mix-ups. I'm hoping to maybe get a triple out of that, or at the very least, eke out a minor PB, but we'll come back to that in a couple songs. Of all the songs to put in English, really? Played this in a while. There's a couple of Coppola songs that, you know, played a bunch, and then, like, I've deliberately forgotten just because, you know, they were the new hotness. But yeah, let's revisit this.
Let's go.
Ooh, that was kind of garbage. We'll get there, though. It's like still like the first 10 minutes of us streaming. Also, I wake up this morning and Sound Voltex Twitter will not shut up about Himiko, so I'm guessing a crossover of some kind recently happened. Also, Himiko and Sound Voltex. Okay, this is fine. Seriously, to heck with this timeline. Alright. Let's scale back a little. Because obviously timing and offset have changed a bit. Let's get that locked in first. And let's also wake up while we're at it. See, Tualia, this is why I like you. It's because you tell the same uncomfortable truths I like to, shout at people. Yeah, it's really good. It's really strong. Hey, Game Tech Chris. Happy Monday. And yes, it is. Also, I don't think I've seen you in my chat before. If you have visited the stream before and I'm just forgetting it, forgive me. But if it's your first time stopping by, happy to have you here. Hope you're having a good Monday. And thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. Doing some very quick digital housekeeping. 1 second, and then we'll jump into this. See if we can't get my I wouldn't say timing out of the gutter, and more just properly woken up and warmed up. Yeah, not bad. A couple of silly miss combos, or combo breaks, but it is what it is. First time. Hey! Hey, appreciate you stopping by then. Hope you're having a good Monday so far. Also, Vash, happy Monday, and Cuvelia. Always wonderful to have a healer in chat. Appreciate all of you tuning in. Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was one of the like really motion control based games that came out for the Wii. But honestly, the music in it, like I've heard, I have a couple of friends that do, I wouldn't say retro gaming, but they try to like take a look at everything. They actually said it wasn't a bad romp, and that also Nekomata killed it in terms of music. Like, it's really good. But yeah, Game Tech Chris, appreciate you stopping by. I'll be honest, I don't recognize your handle, so I assume nothing. So I have no idea if you're new to Bimani, if you're a longtime player, somewhere in between. But either way, if you've got questions, requests, please feel free. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, Sparko, did I miss that request for Believe in You? I must have missed that when I was busy adding the Be a Star back into the queue for once we were warmed up. Let's go take care of that. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm really hoping that we get crew sometime soon. Be nice if that was in the next Cinnabus pack. Almost 20 years. Okay. Yeah, gosh, I think it's been almost 20 years here as well. And I know Sparko's been around since, what, 6 style, 7 style? So, hey, Decoy-kun, happy Monday. And Vash, it is a Fez t-shirt. Really good game. And morning, Fake X. Yes, we do know the drill. Not bad. Not great, but I mean, I'm also considering like in the more in the short term, in the grand scheme of things, like we're obviously well within like what 10%? Oh, yeah, between 10 and 5% of our PD, which is fine. Uh, Oh, decoy, fantastic! That means you're done with the safari. Good stuff. But yeah, for me, right now I'm struggling with 9Dan, but honestly, it's probably gonna be a couple months. But I honestly do think it's doable, so we'll get there. But yeah, Sparka, think of that request. Let's see. Up next, got 2 requests from Kivelia. One of which is not at high speed 1. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we can't bump this up to an FC. Why not? Hey, Gospel. Happy Monday. Hope the weekend treated you well. Appreciate you tuning in, saying hi. Well, no FC, but a minor PB. And since we actually, I'm not sure, I don't think it was yesterday, but like the day before, we just recently played that and boosted it again. So plus 13 on top of a recent race, yeah, I would happily take that. Yeah, Glorious Day is actually, honestly, really good. Like, as much as Nori has gotten, like, better known for doing more, like, the super sugary kind of pop stuff, like, it's a solid track. Hey, Cuvelian. Happy Monday. I just want to take a quick moment. Thank you. Got a lot of folks tuned in. People saying hi in chat. Also, see we've got a lot of people that are either getting their lurk on or otherwise have me on in the background. Either way, thank you for being here. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday so far. It's about 10 before the hour. I usually do stretch breaks on the hour, but we had a little bit of a late start this morning to the stream, so we'll do our first stretch break at half past the hour, so in 40 minutes. Hey, Kitty Catastrophe! Happy Monday! Also, while we are taking a brief pause, a reminder, folks, and I'll be relinking them in chat in a moment if Nightbot doesn't do it already. This upcoming weekend is going to be a busy one. First, we have Vision for Victory, which is a music game marathon that's being spearheaded by Vince, similar to the wonderful Hope of Tomorrow that Sparko helped run. It's going to be a music game marathon raising efforts for the Bell Project. So that's going to be this coming Friday through Sunday. And then, thank you, Gospel. Also this weekend, System Arcadia is going to be doing an online concert as opposed to, one of their traditional live concerts. Anyways, Shakanetsu Append is going to be this weekend as well, more towards the late evening, speaking to East Coast in the US. So if you haven't already, please do check out the linked tweets in chat for more details. It's going to be a fantastic weekend for music gaming, whether you're into watching or listening or, helping raise money for a good cause or any combination of those. So let me just make sure we are caught up on chat. Right. So, for requests, up next looks like Cuvelia or Rage Against Usual. I haven't played this in a while. Last time I played this, I remember having some minor timing trouble. So, let's give the normal a go, and then depending on how that goes, I might put in a request to run it back later on the Hyper, just to see if we can't boost that a little bit as well. But for now, let's see how we do on the normal. a little bit of a PB. We'll take it. Couple of silly combo breaks on my part, but yeah, what else is new? Wait, Kivelia, do you not have that? Is that really a subscriber song? I thought that was just a bits unlock. Oh, okay, yeah, it was yeah, it was October of last year. Oh, okay. Well, worst case, Kivelia, if you have a lower score on it or a no play, like, I'm happy to send it to you. So, yeah, just let me know. All right. So let's see here. Up next, we have a request from Fake X. But yeah, Cadelia, yeah, if you've and this goes for everybody because I've only really had one person like really take me up on this offer. But if there's songs that are either in song packs or that are subscriber locked that I have, let me know. I'm happy to add you as an active singles rival and play it. Just be aware that the first time you beat my score, I'm likely not going to be able to rebeat you because my singles is garbage. But I'm happy to take time to send songs to people. So just, let me know. Y'all know where to find me. I always have such trouble with that chart too. Like the initial the rapid chord jacks in the beginning, just some other stuff on it. Like I just have an awful time with that song. No complaints though, because song's amazing. Just chart wise, it's a little weird. Ooh, that's exciting news. Sparko on the third Smooch emote. That's fantastic news. I wonder who that was, Qvelia. They're likely still a rival for me. Like, to be honest, the only reason that I have, Spy and, Q no longer as active rivals is just because they are absolutely demolishing me, like, double A's and triple A's on 12s. And more recently, Bit Decay, has been doing doubles, and while they're incredibly high accuracy, I've also got a leg up on them for doing, reading and, like, getting hard clears that they're not even able to normal clear. And so we're kind of using that to offset each other, so I only have them removed temporarily for, just rival challenge reasons. But, if it was Q, then I might be able to finagle that song. We'll see. Catching up on chat. Much obliged for the Q assist, Sparko. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, Q is one of the first streamers to say hello to me. Like, when I first started, there was Xquire and a couple of my friends. But as soon as I switched to mornings and I started getting the attention of some Japanese players, Q was one of the first people to like actually like stop by and say hi and wish me good luck. And Kaiden DP player, still a little spooky, but it is what it is. Let's see, up next, Fake X, thank you as always. Extreme Mach Collider. Ooh. If this is the song I'm thinking of, it actually has really fun turntable holds. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, let's see if we can bump this up. Not bad. I was hoping to be a little closer to my PB, if not raising it a bit, but it's also not the worst thing in the world either. I am curious as to my fast slow. Oh, before I forget, Kivelia, much obliged for the request. But first, I want to take a brief break. Like, I'm not doing a stretch break. I just want to kind of do a sanity check with my timing, because it's been a little wobbly this morning. I don't think it's client. It's all, like, me. I just want to properly get my head straight. Let's see. But, Kailua and, Thor's Hammer, yo can do. Same for Rotel the Sun. Let's just make sure I'm fully up to spec right now. Yep, I thought so. Okay, one minor offset shift, and then we should be good to go. I'm not surprised, especially since at the start of the stream we had to knock it down a little bit. Now that we're actually waking up, getting back to where we were, no surprise. And let's actually play one of these through, just to make sure. But yeah, after this, then we'll get back to requests. And just a reminder for folks, it's about 8 past the hour, so we'll be doing our first stretch break in about 22 minutes at half past. Hey, considering that we play that song over and over and over, any PB on that is something to be happy about. Good stuff. All right. That's Sparko, Gospel, thank you for the kudos. Alright, onwards and upwards. Let's see. Up next, we've got Kailua. Great song. I know, at upper levels, like the Another, I know there's, especially for singles, it's frustrating for some folk because it's just pray for good random, but not bad. I think I might have been briefly beating Bit Decay at one point, but either way, really happy about that PB. First set of charge notes, I look over and it's like, oh hey, I'm plus 40. Oh wait a minute, I'm plus 40. Oh. We will happily take that. Much obliged for the request, Sparko. Making that happen. And thank you for the kudos. Also, I do see we've got a couple more people tuning in. As always, whether you're saying hi in chat or, you know, getting your lurk on, it's fantastic to have you here. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday and appreciate you making me a part of your day. Let's see. Up next, so in the song queue, we've got 5 songs. Alright. Just mentally spacing some stuff out, because I do have, I want to go back to Be a Star, which we played, like, right at the start of the stream, but I think we can do a lot better on it. But let's do a couple other requests first. We'll probably do Be a Star right before we do our stretch break in 15 minutes. Up next we have Gospel asking for Thor's Hammer. I should have that. Wait, nope. Oh, this song. I remember back when I was on Pendule, right before I lost access, I was trying really hard to EX clear this. I don't think I ever got it, but I was close. And yeah, let's do the 10. It's honestly not that hard, it's just very busy, so... Minor PB. I'm not gonna lie, that's me just being a little luckier on some of the really rapid, just like all white left to right slides and just being on time. It's still a PB though, and we take those. Hey, Akome. Appreciate you saying hi, even if you kind of need to hit and run. Yeah, I hope you have a good Monday. Alright, let's see. Up next... Oh, we've got the best dance instructional video in the world. I forget how much potential battle chart jank is in this. Let's refresh our memory, shall we? And thank you, Gospel, for Thor's Hammer, and thank you, FakeX, for this.
All right, everybody,
So the ending was a little dicey, but I'm wondering how, like, with how much practice, like, deliberately running that song back to back, how much effort it would take to upgrade that to an EX clear. I wonder. Well, those thoughts aside, heck of a PB. I was honestly expecting a low, like, just shy of a double A, not a double A. Yeah, we take that. Ooh, much obliged, FakeX, for that. Let's see, let me catch up on chat. FakeX asking for Glorious Days on SRAN. Oh, FakeX. Let's see. Yeah, it's also, Akome, it's a little weird just because with older doubles charts, like, sometimes it's just really bad turntable work, like, it's turntable and, like, 5 or 7, or just similar, what is rapid back and forth, because it's a battle chart meant for 2 people and not 1 person juggling both, so older charts, it's a little bit weird for EX clears as well. Let's see. So, up next, we've got Route 80s, another song that has massive battle chart issues, but song's amazing, and we can always just run it on the normal. Thank you, Fake X, for that. And we've got about 7 minutes before we take our first stretch break, so we should have time to get 3 more requests in, and then we'll take our first breather for the day. Quasar in DXY, it's not as bad actually, but then again, Taku is kind of his own thing when it comes to doubles. Taku is less, it's meant for 2 people, and it's more just, it's just really flippin' difficult.
You are the star. You are the star.
The beats. The beats. The beats.
You are the star.
Did we really have a single combo break? That's a little upsetting. Although, I think I saw something even more upset. Wow! Wow! We almost PFC'd that. What the heck? Yeah, we'll take that, sure. Yeah, I agree, Sparko. Also, Janich, happy Monday, how goes it? Yeah, yeah, ever since we took time to, like, just get our head fully into the game, like, yeah, things have, been really good. Oof, good stuff. Alright, let's see, we've got time for 2 more. I do want to do Be a Star. So, we'll do 1 more request and then jump back to that. Alice in Mystic Garden, that's, I know it's one of those. Let me just triple check. Yep, here we go. Okay. Yeah, this song's really nice. Let's see. That's really close to a triple. Let's see if we can't bump this up. Just settling into work. Nice. Yeah, I know a lot of folks that tune in. Typically, they're either just getting into work or class at school or what have you. So I'm used to being on in the background for a lot of folks. Yeah, appreciate you tuning in. All right, let's be ambitious. I'm not sure if I can push this to a triple because I know I actually tried a couple times, but it's been, I think, literally a couple weeks. So, fingers crossed. Oh, I have such trouble with the hell charge notes, especially when they're isolated. Because for some reason, my brain just mixes up what lane is supposed to be what. For some reason, I don't know why. So with all of those silly combo breaks, if those hadn't happened, that would have been a PB. So no regrets. And also Cuvelia. Gorgeous song. Much obliged for that request. Oh, that's Wisely's emote, if I remember correctly. Yeah, if I remember right, that's the charge note hold from Echidna, which I thought was pretty fantastic. Alright, so it's half past the hour. It is time for a stretch break, but first I do want to quickly run back to Be a Star, which we did at the start of the stream, but we were really not in good shape. So now that we've got a proper head on our shoulders, I just want to give this one more run through. Alright. Alright, so let's see if we can not do awful on this, and then after that we'll take our first stretch break for the day. So far, off to a very strong start. And again, thank you. A lot of folks tuned in this morning. Whether you're getting your lurk on, or you're saying hi in chat, or something in between. Appreciate you making me a part of your day, and hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday. Well, we fumbled the PB, but that was much better. I think when I first played that, I was like minus like 150 or 160, something obscene like that. So, much better. All right. So, with that, it is time to take a stretch break, and I invite you to join me. Maybe it's been a while since you've literally stood up and walked around or grabbed some water. Either way, I'll be back in 180 seconds, and then we're going to play some more 2DX. All right, see you folks in just a moment. 'Alright, and we're back. And hey, Kawachi! Happy Monday, how goes it? And yeah, Gospel, not gonna lie, took a shower this morning. Might be taking a second one later today because the home office that I play in, not great circulation, so it is getting very warm in here. Alright, so Make sure we're caught up on chat and be ready to roll. Alright, so let's see. God, knob here, please don't get Twitch banned. Alright, so let's see. So up next for requests, I believe that's Kaicho Futetsu from Qvalia. Let me triple check. It is! I might be mispronouncing it, but yeah, I recognize that grouping of kanji anywhere. Love this song, love this boss series. So good. Now, let's see. Let's see if we can raise this a little. Kawachi, I actually already played Snow. I played that earlier when Fake X said good morning. So I would rather play something else. So if there's a different song you want to transmute it into, just let me know. Fantastic! That's much better than I was expecting. Huzzah! I wouldn't say that I'm on fire. I'd say that I'm doing pretty well. If that had been a AAA, then yes, on fire. Not trying to downplay the compliments, but rather just trying to temper my own expectations and stay grounded. No, I'm actually quite happy with that. At first, especially like about a fourth of the way in, I was surprised that I wasn't breaking a PB on my pacemaker. So, then to have not only gotten it well, but also grabbed the K score as well. Yeah, we'll happily take that. Let's see. I will take another... Oh, Waxing and Wanting. Okay. Alright, so let's see. So I normally stick to, the order that requests come in, but the rest of Cardinal Gate's been asked for. So you know what? Let's do the rest of Cardinal Gate. And after we do Cardinal Gate, then we'll get back to requests. Up next, it'll be, I think... I forget the name of it. It's just Cuvelia, the boss song from Linkle. I forget what it translates to. I'll have to check on that, because that's going to bother me. Yeah, and I see someone requested Nageki. I didn't see that creep in. I was actually going to play that if no one else had tossed it in. Thank you. Also, Azure, happy Monday. How goes it? Right, Dawn of the Sky. Thank you. Whew. I was afraid I wasn't going to get the double. Like, normally my accuracy is kind of crap, but, like, that's actually a fairly consistent double A for me, so I was worried that I was about to drop it. Yeah, more than welcome. More than welcome, Koachi. Honestly, I haven't done all of Cardinal Gate back-to-back in a while, so this is actually going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, I think it went bits live, it was last month, I think? It was either last month or this month, one or the other. But it just, got, up for grabs. Yeah, it was, because I know this month it was, some of the big things. It was Dirty Loudness, but then, yeah, Nageki no Ki, coming off of being, subscriber locked. So. Alright, so, up next, we'll have Contract, then we'll do Ganymede, and then Nageki no Ki. Hey, Mira! Happy Monday, how goes it? Also, Mira, thank you for the heads up about the message, because I actually did just take a stretch break. I didn't see anything, so you must have just sent it, so I'll take a look in a little bit. Hoping all is well. Right. Checking with chat. All caught up. Also, FakeX, you're wondering if I'll reject it. I'll do you one better. Alright, I think I've managed to get an A on this before. I'm not sure. And what's the normal looking like? Yeah, that scans. Okay, let's... I don't think I can hard clear this today, just because of the chromatics. I know I've hard cleared it before, but let's focus on the A. I think that's going to be the healthier goal. And, oh, the other thing before I forget, Nightbot did just link both of them in chat. Just want to mention this because I do see we've got a couple more folks starting to tune in. And while we've got the head count, just mentioning this weekend, this upcoming weekend, going to be amazing for music games. We've got a charity marathon similar to Hope for Tomorrow. It's going to be a Vision for Victory, also raising funds for the Bail Project. That's going to be Friday through Sunday. And the fine folks at System Arcadia are going to be putting on a concert via Twitch. Shakanetsu Append. That's going to be more in the evening, relative to East Coast time in the U.S. Also helping to raise funds for the Bail Project. So please do check those out if you haven't already. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. All right, now for the second half of Cardinal Gate. No PB, but the opening chromatics we were real sloppy on. That's my fault. No regrets, though. Good run otherwise. Ooh. Mida, you did an update to your Twitch page? I'll have to take a look at it, because I am really overdue for updating mine. So after seeing some of the nice work that both you and Cuvelia and Gospel have done, yeah, I need to step up my game. So that might be a project for later today. Ooh. Let's dig in. But yeah, I'll take a look at the page after the stream when I can properly look at it and not just quickly glance and move on. The fact that I'm consistently passing that and getting an A, I am incredibly happy about that. Much obliged, Gospel. Thank you. All right. Last but not least, Nikeki no Ki. We are not doing this on the hyper because no, that would be a bad time. Yeah, it's rated an 11.6, which, yeah. Oh, it's an 11.6. Buckle up, chat. This ain't ending well. Oh, we will take it. But yeah, he's got this. Believe get no. Yeah, the front half. Yeah, sure. Scales onward? Absolutely not. No regrets though. That was actually good. And the one-handed version of the scale at the end, really good pattern. Like difficult, but more good in the sense of that like I hadn't really done anything like that before. That was good stuff. Oh, Azure. Oh, you're a lucky boy. You get to play the new Taka song. I might run that back later. Not on Hyper, but just to see if we can't boost up the normal a little. But whew, for now, we've got some requests to get back to, and thank you all. That was a fun little block. Let's see. For requests, so we do have Dawn from Gospel for Cuvelia, but we have a request for Glorious Days on SRAN. So, I don't mind playing random, but when I do, I put auto scratch on. Because otherwise, especially with older charts, that's just asking for trouble. That's asking for lots of turntable and 7. Or similar shenanigans. And Glorious Days, it has a decent amount of turntable work in it, so it would kind of, well, you know, ruin it. Or kind of take half of the point of putting on a random out. So, Fake X, I can do Glorious Days SRAN if you want, just be aware of that. So, while I wait to hear an answer on that front, let's do Cuvelia. And no, that is not happening. No. The normal, however, much obliged, Gospel, for the request. For Cuvelia, by Cuvelia, featuring Cuvelia. With Cuvelia on scratching. Excellent. I was hoping to squeak out a minor PB, and that we did. Good stuff. Oh, I love to see all of those halos in chat. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Velia. Thank you. Glad to see that you tuned in today. Also that you were streaming yesterday, and, you know, things seem to be going a little bit better for you. I know recently things have been kind of rough, and I'm not surprised to hear that, only just because life in 2020, like, it's going to come in waves for all of us. So, you know, while it sucks that, you know, there were some down days, I'm glad that you're doing better, and I'm also glad that everybody reached out for support. Because that's the more important thing, because we're all going to need help in the near future. It's just a matter of if we're smart enough to ask for it. Alright, so catching up on chat a bit. Fake X, you're okay with S-Ran and Auto Scratch, so we'll do that next. Jamich, any point where you would scratch with left hand and then do other keys on left side with your right hand, or similarly scratch with right and then have your left hand on right side? Short answer, no. Long answer, no. But Kakume, another. And we'll just leave it at that. Let's see. The Monty Sound Team Cuvelia. Ugh. Why must you say such cursed phrases? So Okome is asking for Kailua. I played Kailua earlier, but I'm gonna run it back doing something different, and y'all see. Alright. Yeah. Cheers, Gospel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate all the support, as always. Alright, so up next we've got Glorious Days on S-Ran. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, we'll do this later. Alright, so, let's do full-on random on both sides. Get that on the scratch on. And yeah, this should be interesting, to say the least. Oh, that was an adventure. I'll take it. Yeah, I had to turn judgment off because it's right where my eye line is for if I'm trying to read that slow. Because I remember last time I did that, I just could not see. Yeah. If I had judgment on, I probably would have done a lot better, to be honest, to Wally. Because I was just barely off. But it is what it is. Let's see. Up next, we have Cavelli asking for Wish Eurobeat, that it's a chaotic 8. Yeah, it's surprisingly difficult. Let's see. Yeah, because I remember I've played the 9, and the 9 is just what? So let's get the 8 on the books, because why not? Also, once again, thank you. A lot of folks tuned in this morning. I know a lot of folks are settling into the start of their workday or potentially the end of the workday, depending on what part of the globe you're in. But either way, you're here. I thank you for that. Right, we messed with our speed mod. True, Tuali. But at the same time, 2DX is also accuracy for accuracy's sake. So, but I also hear where you're coming from in terms of it doesn't have to be as strict as it is, but it's also kind of the point of the game, or also what sets it apart from a lot of other music games. So, Kawachi, best of luck with the sessions. I've always wanted to try. I always wanted to try Apex, but I'm not installing Origin. No, thank you. But honestly, Apex looks really good, especially for the in-game communication options that are there. So, you know, being able to actually communicate without mic, it actually looks really well designed in that regards. I was gonna say it still requires Origin. Otherwise, I would have finished playing the Mass Effect trilogy and also got Mirror's Edge 2 by now. But no, Origin. Womp womp. All right, wish you a beat. I completely forgot it did chromatics like that. It does it in the another, and I should have remembered that. Alright, we're gonna do that again. And it is an 8. Like, it's on the higher end of the scale, but it is an 8. However, those chromatics, a little uncalled for. For what it's worth, though, if I remember correctly, that's it. Like, the rest of the song is very straightforward, and that's, like, the only, kind of a spicy aspect of it. Titanfall. That's a game that I kept meaning to play or check out, and I just never seem to have enough time in the day. But I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about that. Strike 2, we're going to give that one more shot and then we're going to move on. Or at least turn hardbar off. I can totally do that. I just need to stop being silly. For lack of polite language. Also, just so that I don't forget, it's 17 past the hour, so 13 minutes before we take our next break. No, DP ratings, they're valid. Like, honestly, it is an 8, because if I can stop being silly and actually land that chromatic properly, the rest of the chart, easy peasy. Like, it is an 8. It just has a little bit of shenanigans up front, as opposed to the last two measures. There we go. Yeah, rest of the chart, really not that, like, difficult. Just instead of every other 2DX chart that has all of their shenanigans in the last, like, 2 to 4 measures, it just does it in the front half instead. The another is similar in that very straightforward, but whoa, those scales just clock you. Yeah, so it is totally an 8, and then if you think about it, you're likely going to be going after that on normal bar at first. If you're like, let's say you're just getting into 7s and 8s on doubles, and to normal bar clear that, completely fine. Like, it's not like it's, you know, yanking the rug out from under you during the ending, so... Like, that's why I'm not upset that those chromatics are in there. It's definitely spicy, and it makes it, you know, an 8 with a kind of a caution sign, but it's still an 8. DP stairs should be illegal. Decoy-kun, I invite you to look at Insomnia Another. Alright, let's see, what do we have next for request? Oh, speaking of Decoy-kun, request for call. Wonderful song. I don't remember the last time I played this. Thanks in advance, Decoy. That is... Why do I... Right, I had this as a rival challenge from Decay, and I haven't unlocked the Another yet. Right. And I probably was doing it on hardbar because, you know, I'm silly. Alright. I'm honestly not 100% sure what I was missing repeatedly, but yeah, we got there. Also, hey Dexter! Happy Monday, how goes it? Yeah, congrats on passing. See, catching up on chat. But yeah, Decoy-kun. Insomnia Another. Sustained chromatic scales on both hands. It's pretty great. Let's see. Alright, so right now it's 25 past the hour. Want to do a stretch break in 5 minutes. But first, catching up on chat, a couple of quick things. So again, If you haven't taken a look yet, please take a look at the links in chat about the Shakanetsu Append, the upcoming concert by System Arcadia, and Vision for Victory, the game marathon that Vince is going to be spearheading. Both are this weekend, raising funds for the Bale Project. It's going to be a fantastic weekend, whether you're into marathons and watching streamers, or watching amazing musicians, or both. Also, I'm glad that I took a closer look at chat, because I see that there's a request for a moment of positivity from Cuvelia for Sparko. So let's get our next song request ready, and then we'll dive into the moment of positivity. Let's see. Ooh, Kome's asking for Broken. I love this song. Such a good vocal line, and also the run in it, or the 8-note stream, or streams, I should say, are also very fun. So, if this weekend was any doubt, Sparkover is an absolutely fantastic person. Over this weekend, she had a 2,000 follower special, doing just a lot of really great streams. There was some 2DX, some speed runs. Yesterday was an incredible baking stream, but more importantly, just an incredible font and source of positivity. Like, as much as I try to be cheerful and upbeat, it really look like, compared to Sparko makes it look effortless. And then it's one thing to try and be positive and upbeat in your streams, and it's another to walk the talk. I know, as some of when you've had some trouble and I've reached out and been like, hey, you okay? You need help? I know Sparko has done the same thing for so many people. And then there's also taking on all of the effort and stress and, positive and negative stressors of running events. I mean, Hope of Tomorrow was like less than a week's notice and gathered an incredible amount of people and raised over $12,000. And that was on short notice. And with mainly one person at the helm for logistics, tech, overall, announcing and doing promo, like that's incredible. And like, not stealing anyone's thunder, like, I have a feeling in the months to follow, other marathon events like that, where it's a weekend of music gamers trying to come together, like, I think it's going to be a lot easier, especially now that we're all more aware of how successful it can be and how unifying it feels. And right now, that sense of community and unity is something that we sorely need. But a lot of credit goes to Link Up, and a lot of credit goes to Sparko for actually getting that boulder delightfully rolling downhill. So, and I know when I first started streaming, like, Xquire was one of the first people to, reach out and say hi and encourage me. Same thing for Tawali and Burkant. They were some of my first regulars in chat. But when I was looking at other streamers to, like, hey, is this something that I should do? Like, is there enough of a community or an interest in, streaming 2DX? Especially since it's Infinitas and not other things we don't talk about on social media. And seeing the community and experiences that Xquire and It's Too Early and Sparko had were huge motivators for me. So I personally do owe quite a bit to Sparko, and I'm very thankful to have her in the community. And looking down at chat, Chat, you're awesome. Stay awesome. All right. So, without further ado, a fantastic vocal trance song.
Images of broken glass are red. I think those broken pieces are all that remains of my heart. Can't concentrate on the sound. There is nothing anymore. I'm sharp fragments all over the city, reminding you're not with me. I am only imagining. Can't sympathize and realize I wanna gather it again. If you only let me rebel.
I'm honestly surprised we squeaked out that PB because we were singing along for a good chunk of that, and that usually takes my accuracy and throws it right out the window. God, I'm just still looking at that reaction in chat. Thank you all. You see, and this is why I stream, because I know if I were to mention something like, hey, go check out this person, or hey, this person could use some support, I know that all of you instantly rally. And that's, the main reason why I stream. Like, I really do mean it when I say that I want to try to be a ambassador for the community. So, let's see. We are due for a stretch break at this point, but there's a decent amount of chat right now. I just want to make sure that we're caught up. Also, just taking a quick look and doing some mental math. Given all of the requests we have in the queue, I would say if there's anybody that hasn't requested a song yet today, get your requests in now. I'll probably be closing requests after the stretch break in another 10 minutes or so. But if there's anybody that hasn't requested anything yet that wants to get something in, just kind of a sounding last call. So I just want to make sure that I wrap up in about an hour and change and not 3 hours from now. Let's see. Gospel on the road lurking. Oh, thank you, Gospel. I'm glad to hear that not just the community, but naming me specifically for driving you to get back into the game. Thank you. But yeah, time and time again, over the years, the degree to which I've seen the music game community really try to support one another, it's really an impressive thing, and it's why, even though I've taken some breaks here and there, it's a cause that I keep coming back to, and
in more recent times, like in the past year, I've been really vocal about and trying to champion, because it's really worth that effort, making that noise and all that good stuff. Let's see. So, and I do see we have another moment of positivity request from Kivelia Famira. I do want to take a quick stretch break first, just because, speaking plainly, those take a decent amount out of me. So, do want to grab a quick breather, then we'll dive back into some more 2DX, and before we jump back into requests, we'll hit that moment up first. So, with that, it's been another hour, and I'm about to take a stretch break, and I invite you to join me. Maybe now's a good time to literally stand up, walk around a bit, grab some water. Either way, I'll be back in 180 seconds, play some more 2DX, and have some more positive moments together. Thank you all so much for being here. See you shortly. Alright, so welcome back everybody. So, I do try to restart Infinitas within once every 3 hours. So since we're at like the 2 and change mark, figured that'd be a good time to restart client, because after 3 hours it can get a little cranky, but that's just the nature of, I believe, architecture is the correct term that the program's built on. So, okay. So first, let's get reset up. And let's see. So up next in the request queue, we had Kailua. I'm gonna delay that a couple songs, and you'll see why, Okome. But Okome also had "Checking You Out," which, softly on aside, fun song. Ooh. I think we're just gonna do it on normal. Okome, I know you're asking for the hype or the another, but I kind of feel like playing it on normal if that's all right with you. Just let me know in chat. In the meantime, though, yeah, I for checking you out, I play it straight. I don't cross hands. If anything, that's more potentially Kakame. So, if you're okay with the normal, I'll be playing it on normal. Otherwise, if you want to request something else, just let me know. So, while I was on break, Mira, I took a look at the video. That beach is gorgeous. So happy to see that you're out having a good day with the family. And before we get into a moment for Mira, Kivelia, always wonderful to have a healer in chat. And both of these moments, like, you're the person requesting them, and I think that also says something of you. And I do want to take a moment to say thank you for your support. I know over the past couple months, for folks that were trying to hit affiliate, or for folks that were, maybe a little more down in the dumps, like, you have made a huge effort to be there and to be cheering them on. So thank you for that. Like, there is a reason. I love the fact that the call out that you've established for when you show up in someone's stream is, oh, hey, we've got a healer in chat, because you very much live up to that role. So thank you. And Mira, good gravy. What an inspiration. So, as some of you know, Mira, much like X-Squire, has struggled with a severe injury with one of his hands, and it's actually kept him from playing the game at times. But Mira's chosen to try to work through it, and more importantly, decided that, you know what, maybe this community is worth getting re-involved in. And I know that over the past couple of months, especially, the community has been a huge source of support for you, Mira. But inversely, you've also been a huge source of support for us. I know that sometimes you are concerned that, that your English might not quite be as strong as it needs to be for being a streamer, or possibly taking part in some of the events that have been happening recently, like Link Up and Hope Tomorrow, etc. And I'm always happy to say you're dead wrong. You are an incredible streamer, both in terms of trying to be positive and encouraging for the folks that are in your chat, celebrating the game and enjoying it, and encouraging others to not only play the game, but to also continue in their endeavors, whether it be music game related or otherwise. You are also an incredible source of inspiration because of all of the difficulties you've had to overcome just to try and be involved in the community the way you are. And then there's all of the amazing work that you do. And I really don't think that you give yourself enough credit. But then again, usually the sign of really great people are those that when they say, "Oh, like, what do you do?" and they say, "Oh, well, I do some of this. I'm okay at it," and they always undercredit themselves. That's usually the sign of someone that in the long run is going to be worth paying attention to and worth valuing. So thank you. And I completely forgot to cut my speed mod in half. Darn it. One more once. Yeah, more than welcome, Mira. And the nice thing is, for all of these moments of positivity that I've been doing, while they do take a lot of energy out of me because I try to not just say niceties and to really speak forward on what really makes the person in question incredibly valid or incredibly valuable. It's also been very easy because it's true. Like the things that I said earlier about Sparko and what I've just said about you now, it's not flattery. Like I'm not blowing things out of proportion, and it's always easy to say incredible things when they're also incredibly true. And Cloudy Music, happy Monday. How goes it? I saw that you were doing some Gravity Wars the other day. I think that's the name of it. Sound Voltex 3. But yeah, how's the Voltex been treating you? Managed to squeak out a PB after all. And oh my goodness! Rita, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much. Again, I still don't have like a pattern developed for when people are cheering with bits or subscribing, and I really don't want to. And again, the idea that anyone would think that the shenanigans that I get up to here are worth supporting in that manner, let alone people of such incredible caliber, such as yourself, Mira, like that's beyond humbling. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love you too, Meta. Thank you so much. Alright, so I'm gonna take a moment to make sure I don't miss anything here. Right. Alright, let me take a quick look through chat just to make sure I didn't miss anything, because, oh boy. Como was talking about 2 hands on one side. Just arrived at work. Thank you for all the positivity. Yeah, more than welcome, Gospel. It's fantastic to have folks to be positive with. Like, again, there's a lot of folks tuned in today, not just in chat, but also either, getting their lurk on or alternate, having me open another window or whatever. But regardless, you're here, and I am incredibly grateful for that, and appreciate all of you wanting to make me a part of your day. Let's see. Hey, Isotonic! Appreciate you, de-lurking to, show some positivity and encouragement in chat. Thank you. Yeah, and just a reminder, unless you explicitly say something in chat, like, I do not look at who is tuned in. Like, I'll look at the overall viewer count, but I won't necessarily look at who is watching. I only look at chat, because if I know sometimes people, they want to tune in, but they don't want to necessarily engage, like, maybe they're busy studying or what have you, so I don't want to obligate activity by accident, so... Sparko, you're entirely worth support. Thank you, Sparko. It really means a lot. Thank you. Alright, so let's see. Up next for requests. At this point, after this song, I am going to close off song requests for the rest of the stream today, but if there's anyone that hasn't yet requested anything, here's your last call. Up next, the legendary chart, which is all white notes. Oh, Q-Valia. Please, no. And, Isotonic. No. No, sorry. That's fine. Like, I'm planning on streaming for about another hour, and that's roughly how many song requests I've got. And, yeah, that's the point of last call. Like, if anyone hasn't requested anything that wants to, like that's the point. I wouldn't be asking for the requests if I didn't want them. You're fine. No, sorry. Just also be aware it's probably going to be an hour until I get to it, but we're going to get our hustle on at this point. And Q-Velia, real talk, I love this song. I do too. Like, yes, it's a bit of a meme that LOL, Kamikaze, Another only has white notes, but like the song itself, it's actually really solid. managed to get there. But, yeah, like, as much of a joke as that chart is, it is also incredibly difficult to read. I'm actually really happy with that. 100 to 600 early late, though? We're gonna do a real quick sanity check before we, go into any further requests. But yeah, we will happily take that clear. Quite happy with that. I know that a lot of those lates could be essentially mash fours and me just scrabbling to keep up with all of the chords, so I'm not too worried, but I do want to quickly make sure that nothing drastic has changed. Let's see. Fake X looks like snow falling. When I hiatus till round 1 came back, yeah. Yeah, like, I've always been weird about my social stuff, because, like, even when I go to arcades nowadays, like, whether it be round 1 or more like mom and pop locations, or even private locations, like folks that have, like, a collection of machines in their basement, I usually don't play games. Like, I'm there to socialize. Like, I'm there to literally be with all the other people that, share the same interest. I think that's one of the reasons why Infinitas has worked so well for me. Just because if I want to play, I can play. Like, I don't have to get interrupted and be taking turns and also be paying $1 every, 6 minutes. I can just practice. But in terms of, like, wanting to be social again or getting back into the community, like, a lot of folks have been kind of coming out of retirement recently, and it's not just because of the epidemic. It seemed like at the start of this year, after KAC, a lot of momentum within the music game community started cropping up, and it's been really great to see people taking advantage of it and further either getting back in themselves or helping other people to get back in with the community, even if it's just in a more social capacity, like, hey, I'm watching more music streams, or I'm, like, keeping up with news, and it's been wonderful to see. See, and just looking at chat real quick. And no, Jabbit, you're not hogging chat, not at all. You're fine. And yeah, Cavilia, thank you for the kudos. Yeah, I'm quite happy about that. Right, so let's do a sanity check and then get back to requests. Should be okay. Should be fine. We'll see. All right, so up next for requests. Akome, you have Kailua in the queue. I'm going to be doing that in 2 more songs, and you'll see why I've been delaying it. For right now, though, and before that, I've got me requesting R5 on SRAM. So I think we'll go in a little bit reverse order. So Fake X is asking for a song that reminds me of when I first got into 2DX. So we'll do that, and assuming our timing is okay, then we'll jump into R5 on SRAM, and then we'll jump into Kailua, and then keep on going down the list. So for when I first got into 2DX, probably the first song that comes to mind for me is Freestyle. That was like the first song that like really hooked me into the game. Also, the Ryu Star Strong Jaeger remix from Happy Sky. because at the time when I started, it was right as like red was rotating out and Happy Sky was coming in, so everybody I knew was playing the ever-living bejesus out of this song. But yeah, I'd have to say for like the first song in 2DX that hooked me and like made me want to get more into the game, much obliged for the request, Fake X. Well, Cloudy, for what it's worth, I'm confident there's likely going to be something hot on the heels after Vision for Victory, so keep an eye on my Twitter, I guess, because I've been trying to be really good about really actively retweeting and hyping the signups and announcements as best I can, so. Ah, such a good song. Yeah, like, that's very true, Okome. And, yeah, I know it's not my fault, Cloudy, just mentioning, for what it's worth, like, once I catch wind of an event like that, I usually try to actively retweet it several times a day, just to make sure I can at least sound the alarm as best I can. I've actually, one of the things that's been holding me up on redoing my Twitch page is I also want to get properly set up on TweetDeck for automating certain go-live announcements and things like that. So part of that is also me trying to think of, like, for those that follow me on Twitter, you know that for any of my stream activity, I have it hashtagged. And the reason for that is if people just want to follow my streaming announcements and nothing else, they can just follow that tag. One thing I'm working on, it's taking a little bit more data gathering than I anticipated, but I am hoping to get kind of a larger list of folks that stream, get a hashtag to go with that, and automate go live announcements and whatnot, so that way folks that are just looking for when people are going live, or oh, there's an upcoming marathon, it's a more dedicated news feed for that. But that's a project. Alright, up next, you know what, let's do this now. So, Okome, you asked for Kailua, and I said I already played it, but I'd be happy to run it back. But I've been delaying it quite a bit, and this is why. Ugh, that first half was awful. Shame on me. Yeah, I knew the Okome. I knew that I just threw away the beginning, and it just kind of mentally offset me for the rest of it. That is likely going to be my first 12. We'll get there one day soon. Whew. Much obliged for the request. Speaking of which, at this point, we're going to close off requests. Right now, we've got 10 requests in queue, and I do want to be wrapped up within about an hour, so if we're able to stay relatively focused, we should be able to do that. Alright. Up next... God, those ending chords at the end are awful. And it's just really funny how SRAN makes them almost readable. Did okay on the run, too, which I'm kind of happy about. Yeah, I've heard Innocent Walls is a pretty easy 12. I haven't heard about Icarus, though. Speaking of which, finally going to be able to have that bits unlockable in a couple months. Super excited for that. Right, up next for requests we have Wheel of Journey. I actually like this song. Like, I'm not a super huge fan of it, but I know there's a lot of folks that really dislike it. And I'm alright with it. Much obliged, Fake Axe. Nice. Yeah, I was hoping to get a PB on that, and that we did. Good stuff. Dude, where the hell is Chef? Where the hell is Chef, indeed? Like, I still... Like, I do feel a little weird about that, only because if that recording had gone on for, like literally 1 or 2 more seconds, you would have heard me yelling in the background. But, yeah, it is what it is. Special summer campaign. Yeah, I've heard that's an easier one as well. But yeah, I'm honestly like, it's likely going to be Kailua, but I know there's a couple of other easy 12s that I might have as my first. But we'll see. Yeah, I've been playing 2DX on and off for 15 years. Still have yet to clear a 12. We'll get there. I'm in no hurry. Let's see. Mira is asking for any Nekomata for our amazing family. And I know that someone else requested Journey, so we'll actually wait on Journey. We'll do other Nekomata. Actually... Alright. Much obliged, Mira, for the request. Excellent. I was hoping for a slightly higher PB, but finally getting that that FC lamp back, ooh, we will happily take that. Isotonic. So for bits grinding, a couple things. If you're just getting started, like, and you haven't done the Dan courses, the Dan courses do pay out fairly well. If you're looking to jumpstart the number of bits you have, Dan courses aren't a bad idea. But the bigger thing is are the larger missions. So getting the grade missions, the A, AA, AAAs, they are one of the better payouts in terms of efficiency. Like, you can do them very quickly, but in the grand scheme of things, what I and a lot of other people recommend, if you take a look at the great count, so getting 5,000 perfect rates is 1,500 bits. That's quite a bit. And you'll notice, for a lot of these missions, they're really close to getting completed, but they're not quite there. When you complete a mission, it does go on a cooldown. Like you'll notice with all these AAs, as soon as I clear them and cash them in, they go on a 22-hour cooldown. But missions you have in progress that are, do X number of things, like get so many perfect rates or get so many music clears or full combos, they don't reset. So what you can do is you can prime all of them. Like you can have like all of these, like I'm just basically gonna play a song for like 8 measures and then force quit, get the mission, and then rinse and repeat. So if you have a bunch of these really high-paying missions, like the high-end perfect rate ones, like from like 2,500 and up, same thing for great counts. They're a little less, but like, I'd say 3,500 and up. And the music clears, like if you have these primed, and then you do a bits boost, and you just spend an hour doing nothing but cashing all of them out at double the amount, it pays out quite a bit. Now, for the extra mission slots, this is where it gets kind of a matter of opinion. If I'm doing a bunch of bits farming, what I will do is I will be playing 2DX for likely like 6 or 7 hours. And what I do is I unlock both mission frames, because when you unlock the frame, you get it for 24 hours. Doesn't matter how many missions you clear, it's yours for 24 hours. So whether you clear 1 mission or 60, yeah. So what I'll typically do is on a day that I'm going to be bits farming, is I'll have all the missions primed, unlock the frames, start the clock, cash out a ton, and then also, since I've got all 3 frames, I can get a level 1A, level 1 AA, level 1 AAA, bang it out in one song, move up to 2, move up to 3, move up to 4, etc. And then over the course of the hour, get usually 1 through 8 AAAs. Like me, I can't AAA 9s or higher, but the higher you can consistently get accuracy-wise, obviously the more you're going to be able to do. So then an hour goes by, the bits boost ends. What I do at that point is I will then spend an hour re-priming all of the perfect rate and regular grade missions, like the high-end ones, like the 3,500 and up. And during that time, since I've just come down from playing 8s and 9s and 10s and 11s and really trying to score well on them, I can play more straightforward songs that are kind of note dense, like Minstrel. Let me find it. Like A Minstrel. It's a 9, but like look at my EX score on it. It's super note dense and super chordy. It's really easy. So I'll then spend an hour kind of like chilling, repriming the missions, and then an hour on the clock. So over the course of like 6 or 7 hours, I'll do 4 bits boosts. So the 4 bits boosts is 4 tickets. Unlocking the frames is 2 tickets, which is 6. And then resetting the missions 3 times is another 3 tickets. So that's like 11 tickets total, so like $10 roughly. And I'll easily get like 100,000 bits, if not more. And it makes it more than worth the money. If you think about spending $2 a song to get all 3 difficulties, like the song packs, that more than makes it worth the money. So depending on how much you can make that 22 hours you've got the extra frames count, it may or may not be worth the money. That's where it comes down to a matter of opinion. So, also, SBR, thank you so much for the raid, and thank you for resubbing. Super appreciate the support. Since you're raiding, I'm guessing that you were just playing some 2DX yourself. How did your session go? Alright, and with that chatter about bits boosting taken care of, let's move on with requests. Cuvelia... Ooh, Blue Moon. Good stuff. Let's see if we can bump this up to a hard clear. Yeah, more than welcome, Isotonic. The guide that Coldcut's put out, Infiticon, is really good at going over literally how Infinitas works, but it doesn't explain some of the more, like, how it works. It's like having an instruction manual for a vacuum cleaner, but not realizing, you know, how certain features actually work and how you're actually going to use it. You know, it's one thing to have literal instructions, and it's another to, like, here's what you really do, you know? But yeah, the mission priming, that's what, like, everyone agrees, like, that's the best thing to do, because if you've got all of them ready to pay out and you get double for all of them, like, that's the absolute best. If you've got the endurance to play for, you know, 3 or 5 or 7 hours, I find the on-off strategy for having multiple frames, resetting missions, and repriming, I find that's also highly effective, but that's very much a mile may vary. Trying to get back to your best condition? Yeah. 2DX is a grind. Takes a lot of dedication, that's for sure. Phenomenal. Like, I know it had been a while since I last played that, so I was expecting a minor PB, like maybe plus 40 or 50, not over 100. Fantastic. And song is so underrated. Yes, it is Cuvelia. Blue Moon's wonderful. Like, I keep thinking it's Happy Sky and not Distorted. It's so good. All right. So let's see, 11. It's half past the hour. All right, so I am due for another stretch break, but I did want to try to be wrapped up for noon, which is a half hour from now. And we still have 6 requests in the queue. So I'm just going to take a brief, only 30 seconds, just to literally walk around a little bit and stretch my back. And then we'll keep on moving through the requests. Up next, we've got Mosaic. I'm still amazed the another for this isn't all about if you listen in the high register, there's a bunch of ascending chromatic scales, and I'm surprised that Mosaic is more chord-based than it is scale-based. Alright, but quick stretch on my part, and then we'll finish up the requests, and then that'll be that. Alright, I'll be back in about 30. All right. And before we dive into Mosaic, again, thank you. A lot of folks tuned in today, both in chat and either lurking or have me on in the background. Doesn't change the fact that you're choosing to make me a part of your day, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday. I know I am. Also, just because it's been a little bit, and I know we have some new folks tuning in, a reminder, because Nightbot did recently relink them. This coming weekend is going to be amazing for music games. We have another music game charity marathon, Vision for Victory. It's going to be Friday through Sunday, raising money towards the Bale Project. Also, System Arcadia is going to be doing an online concert, Shakanetsu Append, also raising efforts towards the Bale Project. So whether you're a fan of marathons or concerts or anything in between, this upcoming Friday through Sunday is going to be fantastic. So please do check out those links. Alright, and now, Decoy-kun asking for Mosaic. I quite like this song. I just wish I was better at it. Also, up next for requests, FakeX was asking for some dirty androids for Sparko. Any choice, Sparko? First thing I'm thinking of is Seaside Labyrinth, but it's up to you. Yeah, nice little PB there. Happily take that. And one day I'll be strong enough on those scales to EX it. But for now, we'll take plus 70. Hey, X-Squire, how goes it? Happy Monday! Yeah, I hope all is well, X-Squire. I know you've been very busy recently with work. Hoping all's going well. Also, I do have requests paused for the moment, but if you do want to get something in, let me know. In the meantime, FakeX was asking for Dirty Androids for Sparko. One more call for Sparko. If there's something you explicitly want, let me know. Otherwise, I'll go for Seaside Labyrinth. For now, we'll move on to the next request. Cuvelia asking for Journey for Mira. I love this song. Like, it's such a good closer, but also just the flourishes in the chart, super fun. Just really well charted song. Oh, yeah, SBR, Vash, if there's anything that you want to request, just toss it in chat and I'll put it in manually. I'm just making sure that I wrap up relatively on time. And I'm just trying to only take requests at this point from folks that haven't requested anything yet. But yeah, if there's something you want to request, you can just type it in chat and I'll make sure it happens. Such a good song. Bash, only joking, just wanted to let you know I was here. Fair. Fair. Oh, such a good song. Just fun to play, and also really strong song from Nekomata, I think. And Gospel, welcome back. And X-Choir. Glad to hear that things are going okay. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Not gonna lie, the stream this morning has gone phenomenally well. A lot of folks tuning in, a lot of good chatter. Kinda want to take a little bit of a stamina break because I'm starting to feel my arms catch fire. So let's see if we can either bump this up to a triple or a full combo. Probably gonna miss something silly and botch the full combo, but still worth the effort, right? Excellent. Good stuff. Hey, Jeremy. Happy Monday. How was it? That was good. Glad to hear. Also, I don't think I've seen you in my chat before. If I'm forgetting the first time I saw you, forgive me, but either way, glad to have you here. And Isotonic, yeah, thank you for the full combo kudos. I'm actually quite happy about that, because didn't quite get the triple, but healthy raise, and that's what it's all about, right? Oh, and Jeremy, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm approaching more towards the end of my stream. I usually stream from roughly 8 to 11 Eastern. So we're a little over 3 hours in, but we still got probably, I'd say, like another half hour to go. It's fantastic to have you here. And also glad to hear that the start of your week is going well. Alright, so up next for the requests, we have Fake X with Catch Our Fire. I really like this song. This I hadn't really heard it until it was a preview in Infinitas. I really like it. I think it's really adorable. Now, do we try to FC this? Or do we go to try to improve this? Let's keep... Yeah, let's push ourselves a little. been playing 2DX for years. Nice. Yeah, always glad to have folks in the community tuning in. I know over like the past 6 months, even like before the epidemic and all that noise kicked in, a lot of folks have started either streaming music games or tuning in and like trying to be a little bit more in the live streaming community as far as music games are concerned. So it's always fantastic to see more faces. Fantastic. Like plus 20 or 30, sure, but plus 70, especially after 3.5 hours, we will happily take that. Ah, good stuff. So, Gospel, this DDR chart is great. And then Akome, could I not play this again on DDR? Yeah, I haven't played official DDR in years. But that's mainly Konami's fault because, yeah, after Supernova 2, doubles charts went to garbage in my opinion, but yeah, it is what it is. Alright, we've got 2 more requests, and then at that point we'll probably be doing 1 or 2 more songs after that as a kind of a victory lap. And then we'll be wrapping up the stream. Should have someone to raid, which is always exciting. We have Isotonic with In Heaven. Good song. Another super upbeat song in terms of like vibes. Much obliged. I'm not a huge fan of Soda. When there's a vocal line, I prefer his more instrumental work. But having said that, this is probably my favorite Soda song that does have vocals. Well, you know, aside from Kind Lady, but you know, Kind Lady's in a league all of its own. Let's see. Azure, I think that's actually a very good point. Like a lot of newer charts, like all have like a quote unquote boss equivalent. And Jeremy, yes. Let me quickly quit out of this real quick to toss a link. I could have sworn I put it on a command, but I think I forgot to. So that's something I'll need to do later. But so there's another 2DX streamer. Their name is Cold Cuts, K0LDX. But they made a guide for Infinitas called InfiniteCon, and it is just perfect. All right, so that guide that I just linked on Bimani Style, it goes over everything you need to know for Infinitas, from downloading and installing the client to, if you don't have a digital EMUs account, how to sign up for one, how to pay for it, everything, screenshots, the works. It really details everything you need to know. There's zero language barrier, provided that you're okay with English. There are some things missing from the guide, but they're more opinion in kind of more advice in nature. But in terms of literally what you need to know to get the game up and running, how the game works from a menu perspective, how to set up rivals, all that, everything's there. The other thing that I just linked is It's Too Early. It's Too Early is a fantastic streamer, and they've graciously let me kind of piggyback off of their Discord in terms of having a second social space. But I bring that up because in Early's Discord, there's a channel that's basically nothing but tech support for Infinitas, getting random errors or issues, or if you're having any trouble. A lot of nitpick tech support kind of discussion is in that channel. And there's also a really good list of people that play Infinitas in terms of hey, here's my player ID if you want to add rivals. So if you're trying to get up and running, that's also a really good resource as well. But yeah, I mentioned some of the advice kind of stuff is missing because Cold Cuts and me kind of are working on an update to the guide. But for now, what is on Bimani Style does have everything you'll need for sure. I almost started singing during the refrain because the song just hit really hard, and then it's like, wait, no, Brendan, you're on a PB roll. Don't. I'm glad we kept it too. Good stuff. Much obliged, Isotonic. All right, last request I've got is from FakeX. We're going back to glorious days. On 2.0 speed this time, as opposed to 1.0. And you know what? I still haven't unlocked the hyper, so why not? And then at that point, then we'll go into victory lap mode. Yeah, more than welcome, Isotonic. Thank you for the kudos. I'm not gonna lie, I do find it kind of funny how this has become a mini meme for a couple of streamers within the past week. All right. So at this point, that is all of the requests that I got for today. So we're gonna play one or two more songs for kind of just a victory lap and wrap up. Then at that point, we'll do our final incandescence and end the stream. And fingers crossed, we should have someone that we can raid. But we'll cross that bridge in a couple minutes. Hey, Ganymede 1.0. Yeah, Ganymede. Oh. I remember when that was a new boss song and watching people try to do it with no more than a 5.0 speed mod. That song is a beast. What to do for victory lap? You know what? I've always used the opening of this as a timing check, but I haven't played the chart in full in a while. Just kidding, we're gonna play flashes. Oh, we had that PB and then we psyched ourselves out of it. That's okay though. Still had a really strong run and I got horrendously out of sync. I got slightly behind on a couple streams, but pretty happy with how quickly I got myself back on track. All right, one more, and then we'll have our final incandescence and wrap up. And this should be surprising no one. Such a good song, such a good chart. right, so that is going to be it for the stream today. We still have a final incandescence to do, but moving into a kind of more wrap up, a reminder this coming weekend is going to be incredible for music games. We have another charity marathon, much like Hope of Tomorrow. Vision for Victory. It's going to be Friday through Sunday, raising funds and efforts for the Bale Project. And the fine folks at System Arcadia are going to be putting on an amazing concert over Twitch. Shakanetsu append. If you haven't yet, please check out the linked tweets in chat to get more info on specific times and all that good stuff. But it's going to be an amazing weekend either way. Whew. So, speaking of a fantastic time, this morning has been wonderful. A lot of folks tuned in, being awesome to one another in chat, and that's really all I can ask for. Thank you all so much. But as most of you know, before we end, we have to have a final incandescence. It's a good question, Dexter. It's actually, I know when Sigma was thinking of the concert, that's literally what they were going after. If you take a look at all the artwork that they've made for the event, it's all about that.
Burning.
All right, so that is going to be it for the stream for today. Before I start shout outs and thank yous, again, there's a lot of y'all. So please forgive me if I do miss anyone. It's still a little overwhelming for me, to be honest, just because, like, good news. More and more folks have been tuning in and saying hi in chat. Bad news, that means there's more I need to efficiently keep track of. So, again, apologies if I do miss anyone. So, right off the bat at the top of the stream, Sparkover, thank you so much for tuning in, saying hi. I'm so happy your 2,000 follower celebration this weekend was as much of a success as it was. You completely deserve it. Also, Tawali, thank you so much for saying hi, as always. So happy to have your support. Also, Game Tech Chris stopped by for the first time. Well, hold on. There we go. Yep, just had a audio click. Sorry about that. Also, Game Tech Chris stopped by for the first time. Thank you so much. Fantastic to have you. We also had Vash and Dequay Kun. Fantastic to see you both. Also, Cuvelia. super happy to have seen you in chat today and also catch your stream yesterday. Glad to hear that you're doing better. Fake X, thank you as always for honestly amazing requests. I know some streamers give you flack, but I know that in all honesty, you've got best of intentions, even though sometimes your picks are very spicy. Also, Gospel, thank you so much for stopping by. So great to have you back in the 2DX hustle. Also, Qvelian, appreciate you saying hi. Hope your Monday's going well. Same to Kitty Catastrophe and Akome. Thank you so much. Jamich, fantastic to see you. Kawachi, hope your Apex sessions are going well. And Azure, pleasure and an honor as always. I'll likely be reaching out later today about Warframe. Maybe. If not tonight, then Thursday for sure. Might not make it for tonight because I've got to do some tech stuff for Vision for Victory. Ooh, and Mira, thank you so much for the support, the kind words, the gift subs. Just honestly, incredibly humbling to have your support. Dexter, Cloudy Music, glad to see you both again. Hope Monday is still treating both of you well. And SBR Riot, thank you so much for rating and also for resubbing. I know you said you're trying to get back into 2DX, trying to de-rust. Hope that's going well. Also, Isotonic, wonderful to see you. I know it's been a while and usually you're more on the lurking aspect of things, but fantastic to have you in chat. Also, Jeremy, new to the channel. So happy to have you. And I know it sounds like you might be getting into Infinitas. Looking forward to crossing paths again in the near future, be it here or on some Discord somewhere. And last but not least, Xquire, so happy that you were able to tune in and say hi. I know things have been like super busy and stressful with you, and that, just even waving hello is a little tricky at times, but glad to hear that things are going okay. All right, so that is going to be it from me for today. I'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern, for my usual shenanigans. I should be doing a progress stream tomorrow, so we'll be attacking 11s, provided I can get some decent sleep tonight. Recent humidity has made quality sleep a little wobbly, so depending on how I'm feeling, tomorrow we'll be back on the 11 grind. But for right now, let's see if we can raid someone. I'm just going to triple check to make sure Twitch isn't lying to me. It looks like both Wisely and Spy are streaming right now, but I'm gonna give it to Spy because I gotta support doubles. So until next time, everyone, take care, be safe. Let's all go say hi to Spy.